Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Moreland. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you have both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Moreland. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Rivers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Rivers. Thomas has got it. Complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moreland. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moreland. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rivers. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Rivers being chased out left. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates them because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Moreland. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. Returnable for Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Down, Rivers. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Slot man moves right. Throwing on 1st down. Moreland. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Moreland. Man open. Here is Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 94 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll try and run with Harris. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rivers. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 27, Rivers. And Thomas has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rivers again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He finds his man Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moreland. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Rivers. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy. It's the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing Rivers. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Rivers. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Rivers. He finds his man, complete. It's Thomas.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
To number 13. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 14-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Chubb going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On 2nd and goal, Rivers, the quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Would be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18, right here.
Back to throw. Moreland.
Pickens on the slant.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
Rivers.
Completes to Njoku. And he's brought down, but great yardage to start the drive. A 1st down, and it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.